Hello everyone and welcome to this short video on the Project Corner. Today I'm going to show you how to recreate the icon set that you know and love from Project Center into a Power BI report. Now from Project Center you might be familiar with the reg indicator icon set with red, amber and green, but there's also ups and downs and dashes, and there's even flags, and there's a whole set of icons that is available for you to use in Project Center. But they are also available for you in Power BI, and I'm going to show you how to recreate this view in Power BI. So first off, you need to create the custom fields themselves. Well, what you do mostly is you create a lookup table value that has red, amber, and green, or up and down, or no changes. Then you would go into creating a field, and this field is the reg indicator field, or the reg value field, and it has a lookup table related to it, and it has the default value being green, and down below is the values to display. In the values to display, you can either choose for data or graphical indicators. And if you have the graphical indicators, you can choose to have tests run on the values that are actually in the field. So this test will see if the value equals red, then it will show up as a red circle. And as you can see, what I already mentioned before is there's a whole lot of icons here available. Now these icons can be used in any Power BI report for a person that has access to that Power BI or has access to that Project Online environment. So let me just correct this. There you go. So how do we know where to find these icons? Well, that's quite easy. If you press on the F12 key, or if you run the developer tools from the top ellipsis, you click on developer tools, and there's this nifty element thing, and you can select an element and see what it has underneath the hood, for so to say. So the source here says that it's sites, EVH, and then it has a layouts and blah, 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 blah. And this is actually the value that you would like to use in Power BI. So what I've already done is I created a list of the red, amber, and green. And I've also had the ups, downs, and no change values here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a image URL field within Power BI. So let's head over to Power BI. In an empty page, you start by going into OData and you create a feed to your projects. I've already done that, so I'm not going to show you that. That's for another video. This is supposed to be a short video, so I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. Right from the start, default, it only shows you the textual values. But what we want to have is we want to have that red bar, red circle shown here instead of the red value. So what we do is we go to Edit Queries and we open up our projects. And here you see project finish, project name, project completion date, project start, reg value, and up and down. And if we go in and we create a custom column, we can set a custom column that will grab the URL of our environment. So that's the PWA site, which is a parameter in my in my data source. And we are going to add that green or that amber value or that red value that we copy pasted before in the earlier section. So if we're doing this and we click on OK, it will surface the URL of that icon So this one is actually amber, and we know that because, well, we grabbed that from the developer tools. This one is green, so it's cf_0p.png, and a PNG is of course a image file, and we can do the same for the up and downs, and that has other values, but these are also in the same image library. So let's have a look at what that looks like. Do you want to save changes? Yes, I do. So instead of using these out of the box, well, not out of these custom fields, we're going to, I'll unhide them, view hidden. I'm going to create a new table. I'll have the reg indicator next to it just to show you that I'm not lying. And I'll show the KPI values as well. Wow. What you need to do for this KPI values, you do need to have them as a image URL. So we're going to go to the data, going to modeling, and you need to have the data category being the image URL. This isn't by default. By default, it is text, probably, or uncategorized. But you need to have that as an image URL. And one final thing that you do want to do is you want to get this being a smaller icon. You do that by going into visuals, and you go to grid, and you're going to change the height of the image to 24, because that's the lowest that you can have. And to add the icons up and down as well, here you go. So now instead of having the raw data, the textual data, you now have the icons. And I can even show you this one where you have the result next to each other. And with that, if you like this video, hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you next time.